Welcome back. It's your boy Hez here for some NFL talk, our Super Bowl recap show. I'm joined here to my left by Abriella Sammy. Abriella, what's up?
Hello, thanks for having me.
Hey. And to my right, Mr. JW, Justen Williams. What's happening, man?
How you guys doing? I'm doing all right.
Yes. So, guys, Super Bowl number 54 on Sunday, February the 2nd in Miami. The Kansas City Chiefs overcame a 10-point deficit to beat the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers, 31-20. Patrick Mahomes, as I'm sure we would all agree, was average at best through three quarters. But then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, he came alive. Obviously, he did get some help from Damian Williams, Tyreek Hill, and of course, Sammy Watkins, just to name a few. So let's start here, guys. Heading into the fourth quarter, so once again, the 49ers had a 10-point lead. How convinced were you that the 49ers all but had it wrapped up and they were destined to win the Super Bowl? Abriella.
I was not convinced at all. That was actually the moment that I doubled down on my bet.
I hope you put okay, she did double down.
And I bet again
Well,
that Casey was going to win.
Winner, chicken dinner.
And I bet again that Mahomes was going to be MVP.
Wow.
At that time. I was actually waiting for that moment in the Super Bowl so that my odds were better.
A nice payday, I would imagine.
It was good.
Not too shabby.
I had a couple big payouts.
Congratulations.
Yes.
How confident were you?
Exact same, actually. I doubled down I was like, it's only 10 points?
Yeah,
Soft.
let's go.
I'm like, he's got this.
This is what Mahomes does.
Exactly, right? It was written in the stars.
Yeah,
I didn't really complain about it, but I only bet $1 at a time. So it was a whole
So you legit
$1
thought
at a
that the
time.
49ers would blow that 10-point lead. Like you had no worries at all. 'Cause I know you did originally pick the Chiefs to win the game, right?
Exactly. Well, actually, I picked the 49ers, but only if they could keep...
Right on.
Only if they can keep Mahomes off in the crucial times. And it was the crucial time, and they couldn't keep him off. So I was like, they can do it only... I basically handed 49ers a cheat sheet.
Oh, boy.
And they pooped on it.
They messed it up. So what was your overall takeaway of the game? Obviously, Abriella, what happened from your perspective in the fourth quarter there?
A lot of things happened that I actually thought were going to happen. The only thing that was a little bit different than what I had predicted was I thought that San Fran was going to be up in the first half going into the second half. And then they ended up tying, but that was the offensive PI. Like, I feel like I still don't really know if that was the right call, but the way
could have went either way.
The way that the game was going, I thought that San Fran was going to be up, probably up going into the fourth, and then it was up to what Mahomes was going to do in the fourth quarter was what I was looking for. A lot of people are like blaming the loss on Shanahan, but I think, which I understand. I understand.
Some suspect calls.
Yeah, but I do understand. But I feel like at the end, it really just proved who's the best QB in the game right now.
Well, I don't think that was ever in doubt. But yeah, I mean, and as I said from the top, definitely Mahomes, woke up, if you will, in the fourth quarter. In my opinion, if you hold an offensive juggernaut team like the Kansas City Chiefs to 10 points through three quarters, and you get, as you conceded, Patrick Mahomes to turn over the ball twice, you have to win that game. You cannot lose that game. What went wrong for the 49ers?
They took their foot off the gas, essentially is what it was. It's a cliche expression, but their defense slacked. You can see that in the last 5 minutes of the game. And Jimmy Garoppolo just couldn't do it. I don't know if he had no help. I don't know what it was. It could have been a combination of the pressure getting to him, the comeback getting to him. It could have been a lot of things. The spotlight was on only Jimmy G the first time.
So Jimmy Garoppolo, he actually started the game hot. He completed 17 of his first 20 passes. And in the fourth quarter, he was 3 for 11, only 36 yards. And then, of course, the INT. It just all fell apart. I mean, they couldn't sustain any drives. I mean, they went 3 and out. And once again, the interception. I mean, it was just a mess.
I see what you're saying, but to me, that really wasn't surprising because if you look at the Chiefs in the entire playoffs, the same thing happened with the Texans and the same thing happens with the
You
Titans.
can certainly say that, sure.
Yeah, so for me, it was like, okay, you can break it down to what the specific players were doing, but that was the pattern that was happening for the Chiefs the whole time.
Yeah, so 3 games in a row, they came back from double-digit deficits.
Exactly.
For me, I'll answer the question that I asked originally. I didn't expect the 49ers to blow that tempo. I wasn't overly surprised, obviously, when you have Mahomes and all the offensive weapons that they have. But I was like, if these guys, run the ball, control the ground game, limit Mahomes' possessions, which they did not. They couldn't pick up key first downs, right? They kept on giving the ball away and not being able to convert on third downs. They shot themselves in the foot. I mean, props to the Chiefs. You got to give it to them. But I think the 49ers, they just really blew it. And yeah, I do give Shanahan some of the flack for, the loss. Yeah.
Well, you have to, essentially, especially we can only talk about the what would have been the controversial touchdown there, and I believe it was the third quarter that happened.
Oh, right, yeah.
Where it's like, was it in, was it out? And a lot of people on social media were split on that.
Well, yeah, if he stepped out of bounds.
Exactly. Right. Would that have changed the momentum in the game? There's a few factors. Also, the lack of timeout. That was, oh my God, that was
interesting.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was, I don't even, that was. But if nobody wants Jimmy G next year, because a lot of people are saying it was a bad thing for him, the Toronto Argonauts will take him.
No, I don't even think he played a bad game. As I said, he started off really hot. Just collectively as a whole, the 49ers couldn't finish. As you touched on, Justen, I mean, defensively, they couldn't hold it down. And, Patrick Mahomes, he did what he does best and what he's been doing. And, props to them. They went in there in the fourth quarter and, they got the job done.
Yeah.
That's the end of it.
So Patrick Mahomes, guys, at the tender age of 24 years old, he's only actually played 36 NFL games. He's already a Super Bowl, champion. Yep. He has a league MVP as well. I mean, he's just getting started. I mean, you got to imagine that he's probably about 2 to 3 years away from beginning his prime or entering into his prime.
And that's scary.
So it is scary with him and along with obviously the head coach, Andy Reid, what they could kind of, work together as a dynamic duo, head coach and quarterback. So it's going to be really interesting.
I'm excited for his future, but I'm also really nervous because this can go one of two ways.
Okay.
If he continues on the work ethic that he has with the training and the counseling of Reid and the Kansas City support, he will be more than okay. But if the fame gets to him, if I don't want to say the pressure, because obviously you can handle pressure, but if X, Y, and Z start factoring, then we could see another tragedy like we saw with oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank to his name. He played for the Hamilton Tiger Cats and then went over to Alouettes.
We do not discuss the CFL on this show.
No, I know, but he was in the
I know
NFL.
you're talking about the guy had the gambling problem and stuff.
Yeah. See, the point is we can't remember
What's
his
his
name.
name?
That's the thing. Oh God, let's drop this ball here.
That's all right.
But point is, it can go. Yeah, it can go south for him if he's not careful. This is great stepping stone for him. He's in the limelight. Don't mess this up, kid.
Absolutely. Any last words, Abriella?
I agree, but I don't think the pressure is going to get to him. I think he's built different than who we were referring to.
Whoever that may be.
Yeah, no, I can't remember his name either.
This is so bad.
But no, I think that he's proven, especially in this playoff and Super Bowl run, that pressure is his game. He's about that. He understands how to do it. So I'm excited to see where his future is going to take him because I think this is literally just the beginning and kind of cementing who he is as a player and who he has the potential to be.
Well, we'll all enjoy the ride. Should be very interesting. Once again, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs, this year's Super Bowl champions. Abriella and Justen, thanks for joining me here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Toronto Talk Sports.
And more.
More.
Johnny Manziel. Oh my God. Why didn't you
I couldn't remember his name.
Thank you for watching. Please click the like button and leave us a comment with your feedback. And don't forget to subscribe with notifications to see more engaging and interactive content. Toronto Talk Sports and more. For the love of the six, let's connect.